Can we not get upset about people and what their opinions are about the people that they know? Okay, I'm going to call a spade right now. I think it's a lot of outcry about people having their opinions about the whole Diddy situation. And people are giving an outcry about how they feel for him, and what they know about him is what they know about him. A lot of opinions in the comments, a lot of people saying what they want to say, and I get it. It's a freedom of speech, and we're able to kind of go against what people are saying, or we have the freedom to say our opinion as well. But how can we get mad about somebody who only knows one side of that person? Slim Thug, Tyrese, Mano, Bootsy, these people only know one side of Diddy. And they're giving their point of view about things because that's what they know. And we're upset because they don't know the other side. Why can't we just let those people speak about what it is? And let's be honest, it is a fall of a black man. And if he did that heinous shit, then yes, he deserves to go to jail. We all know that. But they're talking about their experiences with that person, not the other way around. If they only experienced the good things of what he showed them, then we have to kind of let that shit go. We don't even know because we weren't even there. So the problem I'm having with all of these comments or these people saying what the fuck they're saying is we're talking about an experience we never had with this person, only what we read and what we're fed through the media. And can we be completely honest for a second here? The media is not painting him in the brightest of lights, and that might be on purpose. Say what you want to, but the man hadn't been charged with anything. So we don't fucking know. We know nothing. Nothing. We always can speculate. And again, what do I always say? Speculation is way more fun than the truth. So when someone like these other rappers come out and say, hey man, this is a fall of a black man, our own kind wants to see him fall, and that's sad. I mean, that's what their point of view is. And they have the right to say that. And I know it's like, Cole, I have the right to say what I want to say. You do. But let's not talk shit about what their experience was with that dude. We don't know everything. And the media lies to us on a regular basis. Don't act like they don't, because you know they do. I think we should go ahead and shut the fuck up about what these people's experience was with Diddy. Clearly, he didn't try to fuck him. He didn't try to touch him in the wrong way. He didn't try to do all this other stuff with him. And they feel like it's somebody that's their friend going down on some bullshit. For the most part, we're always going to say guilty until proven innocent, and that's not how it works. We don't have the evidence. We weren't there. We don't know. Well, all we know is what's been shown to us. Welcome to the STEM Society.
Hey, 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 hey.
The STEM Society.
Nigga be that. Hey, 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 hey. Talking that work, man, I need it. Talking that work, I need it. I want that bag, now I'm scheming. I want that bag, and I'm scheming again. I let that bitch get you cheating. Damn, she be cheating again. Hopping my ship, now I'm leaving. Talking that work, man, I need it. I want that bag, now I'm scheming. I want the bag, and I'm scheming again. I let that bitch get you cheating. Hopping my ship, now I'm leaving. Hey, I just put up in a spaceship. I put up in
The STEM Society.
Put up in a spaceship. I just gave it a facelift. I put up in a spaceship. Put up in a spaceship.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. Man, what a fucking week. What a week this has been. Very interesting week we've had, man. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you guys for another wonderful episode. I apologize for last week not having a video version. Shit just got fucked up. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And I wasn't feeling the best, man. I just wasn't feeling good at all. So I just couldn't put myself on camera. But I did put an audio version out. If you guys haven't tried the audio version yet, please go to Spotify or go to Apple Podcasts, and you can listen to the audio version if you don't want to see this beautiful face. But I appreciate everybody being so patient. I appreciate everybody who did go and listen, who know about it. I will most definitely put the links for the audio version of this show in the description. All you gotta do is click it and subscribe, get notifications. Speaking of subscribing, have you joined the society? Come on, guys. Why haven't you joined the society? Why haven't you become part of something that is growing every day? Be a part of something special. Be a part of the STEM Society. All I'm asking for is a play, a like, a comment, something. But what you can do to be a part of, fully be a part of the society, is to subscribe. Subscribe to the BYNK Radio YouTube channel. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, get notifications when I drop another episode, and be a part of something special. Be a part of the society. We'll welcome you in. Since this is the Sunday, Monday show, whatever it is, you know what time it is, man. You know what we're starting off with.
New releases.
All right. So, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I got 2 albums. I got 1 single. I'm going to save the big album for last. How about that? Quick story. I wasn't gonna talk about this new release on this episode. I don't even think I decided. I didn't think I was gonna actually like do it at all. And I listened to it and I was like, what kind of music show would I be if I didn't talk about this album? So I made the decision to scrap one of the albums because this can't be all hip hop and R&B. I gotta be able to put something else in here just to kind of make sure you guys know that I am a music listener. I listen to everything. And I want you guys to expand your palette as well. So the best thing I possibly could have did was make sure I brought this and actually bring you guys my instant reaction, or what my reaction was when I listened to this on Friday night. Roc Marci dropped his newest album, Marciology. 14 tracks, about 45 minutes. The album it starts out really, really slow. I didn't really get into this album until Bad Juju with Larry June, which that's when the album actually started making sense. The album starts out really slow for me. It drags a little bit. Like the beats don't catch me as well. It feels very just slow at first. And then gradually I got into it again. Once I got into the Larry June song, Bad Juju, that was it. It's not bad, but I have to give this a few more listens before I actually can say it's something I want to put in rotation. I'm typically a Roc Marci fan. I went into this album expecting Elephant Man's Bones. If you haven't heard that, that's Roc Marci and Alchemist's collab album that they did. I think it was last year. And I loved it. From front to back, I can play Elephant Man's Bones, no problem. One of my favorite albums from 2023. I think it was 2023. And I came into this with those expectations because I knew Alchemist was going to be doing production on here. And it just was so slow. Like it's dragged so much the first few songs. And I was like, where are we going? It felt like it didn't have a direction or any of that. And I couldn't do it. Like the energy wasn't there. So far, the only listen that I got, the album was solid, but I feel like Roc Marciano needs a little bit more inspiration. Like, I don't know, man. He needs a little bit more inspiration like he did. When I listened to Elephant Man's Bones, it felt like him and Alchemist got in the studio and said, let's just do some shit and make it sound cool. And that's what Elephant Man's Bones did. Like, it just felt like 2 homeboys got in the studio and made music that they liked, put it out there, and the shit sounded amazing. This, on the other hand, just didn't sound inspiring. And again, I've only listened to it one time. I'm going to go back through it just to see if I'm not going crazy. Because typically I love Roc Marci's projects. It drags. It drags. It don't get good until maybe the 6th, 7th song. And then we start going a little bit more. He does changes his flow a little bit on this album as well, which I noticed. And I don't necessarily dislike it. I just don't know what Roc Marci's doing on the album. Typically, when I get a Roc Marci album, I know what I'm here for. I'm here for motherfucking grimy ass beats. I'm here for the fucking raps that he does because he knows how to fucking spit. And I'm here for just the feel of a Roc Marci, a gritty Roc Marciano album. This just drug. It just felt slow and it just drug out. But let's see, what songs did I like? So Tapeworm was a good song. Went Diamond was a good song. On the Run was a good song. Larry Bird. And the Flocks song, which was very upbeat, but it was just like, that was the last song on the album. I needed that song to be up higher, because that had the most energy to me. So all in all, man, I got to give it another listen. If I'm being real, I can't just say, hey, man, go out and listen to it. You make your own mind up. But to me, it just drug. And again, I've only listened to it. I only went through it one time. So I may have to have a couple more listens before I can actually say yay or nay. Figure it out for yourself. But personally, it's slow and it just drags a little bit too much for me. All right. Next song. This is actually a single. Doechii and JT have a song called Alter Ego. Fucking banger. And it was actually produced by Doechii. Okay, I'm here for it. Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Doechii makes good music. Didn't know how this was going to work with JT. It worked out. It worked out great. This is going to be in clubs. They're going to be playing this in clubs for real. I think this is a great fucking song. Hopefully this is a summertime song. It feels like we don't have songs of the summer anymore. I really want this to be a song of the summer. Please, TDE, please, for the love of God, figure out what you want to do with Doechii. Push this single more, please. It is a fire-ass song, and I can imagine this being played in a ton of clubs. But if you don't put the fucking machine behind it, if you don't push this shit, nobody's gonna fuck with it. I personally think Doechii did a great job with her side of the song, and I think the JT feature makes fucking sense. JT is out here getting shit done. She's showing y'all niggas that she can fucking rap. I loved her verse. I feel like this should be more. Somebody should talk about this more. Doechii should be talked about more. She is one of those artists that's out here kind of waving in the wind, and I don't know why. She is fire, and I don't know why TDE doesn't do more with her. I don't know what it is. Hopefully, she'll put out more music. But if you have not listened to this song, go out, listen to Doechii's Alter Ego featuring JT. I don't want it to go to waste. I want this to be out in the fucking clubs. I want niggas outside to listen to this. And again, great job on the production on my end. Again, I'm not a producer, so I can't give you the ins and outs of like the lows and the highs and all this other bullshit because I don't know all that shit. I know it sounds great. Sonically, it's good. It seems like it feels more of her personality. The production feels like more of her personality, and I like that part of it. So give it a shot. It's called Alter Ego by Doechii and JT. I decided that I was going to talk about Beyonce's Cowboy Carter. I just felt like this being a music show, like I can't not do that album. And so it was tough because I honestly didn't think I was going to do it. I really felt like I was just going to be like, I'm going to skip it. And I just could not stop seeing the chatter on Twitter. And I had to just say, fuck it, and put it in. And to be honest with you, this was like the last thing I listened to that night. And Jesus, wow. So Beyonce drops Cowboy Carter, 27 tracks. First of all, I looked at the track list and seen 27 songs, and I said, this is way too fucking long. Way too long. I said, I can't do 27 songs. Boy, was I wrong. The album's over an hour. I didn't feel The album didn't feel like it was over, and it's like an hour and 18 minutes. Doesn't even feel like it's that long. Like it doesn't drag. It doesn't. I didn't feel low spots in this album or anything. So Beyonce starts the album off with American Requiem, which, if I'm being honest, that's a hell of a way to open up the fucking. That song instantly grabbed me and pulled me in, and I said, I'm here for the ride. I'm completely here for the ride. Gosh. One thing that I noticed while looking at the different tracks while I was listening to it is there's certain songs with 2 eyes instead of 1. I see what you did there, Beyonce. 2 eyes for Act 2. You're not fooling any. When you're not fooling me, I seen that shit and I thought it was fire. Very smart. Well played. Well played. So once I got to the song Bodyguard, I said, this is what I put in my notes. I wrote my notes down. Bodyguard is not a country song. I don't give a fuck. It's just got country guitar in it. I like this song. Very good vibes. Very good vibes with Bodyguard. Oh man, instantly check that off. She did a thing on Jolene. She remade a Dolly Parton song called Jolene. This was the remake. Jolene was just like a song that Dolly Parton made famous, I think, I've heard the song before, but just never really realized what it was. And I think this is about like, hey, like, leave my man alone. Where Beyonce is just like, come around here, you're gonna get fucked up. She just did the black version, which is amazing. So I thought her redoing Jolene, that was all right. I really enjoyed it. What was next on my notes? Okay, Beyonce, Spaghetti is definitely not a country song, but I like rapping Beyonce, LOL. Look, man, Spaghetti was fire. Beyonce was rapping her ass off on that. I don't think she wrote that verse. I don't think she wrote that. Now, I don't want to say who I think wrote the verse, but she didn't write that verse. Sorry. She didn't write that. She didn't write that. And shout out to Shabuzi. Shabuzi's on 2 songs on this album, and loved it. Loved it. I'm a stickler for sequencing on albums. Whoever sequenced this album, somebody needs to give them more money. Perfect. The sequencing on this album was so good. Everything fit. A lot of people don't realize that sequencing on albums can make or break whether somebody wants to listen to it or not. And the sequencing on this and Renaissance, unbelievably great. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan, but one thing that I can tell is how meticulous she can be is with sequencing on her albums. And Renaissance had it, and this one did too. Nothing felt out of place. To me, nothing felt like it was, like it just, everything worked. Everything just went into something else seamlessly. So I said, whoever sequenced this album, give them more money and have them help others, please. Alligator Tears, fire. Love that song. I love the guitar in that song. The guitar was great. I feel like having Miley Cyrus was a bit of a shade move because that could have easily been Taylor Swift's feature. I think she was kind of shading Taylor Swift when she put Miley Cyrus on there, but it was still everything worked. Then we get to Levi Jeans. Post Malone can kiss my ass. I don't like him. Never been a fan. Didn't work with this song. Didn't really understand why he was on there. I mean, I know he used hip hop up just to go to country, and he's going to be the next Jelly Roll, which, okay. But couldn't fuck with it. I'm not a Post Malone guy, so it is what it is. I enjoyed the Yaya song. Desert Eagle is fire. Once we get past song 21, this is how I know Beyonce don't give a fuck. It's no longer country. To be honest with you guys, this ain't really a country album. This is a Beyonce album with country elements sprinkled all through here. Once we get past song 21, she just does what she wants. Riverdance, one of my favorite songs on the album. Just how the song is constructed, how well produced it is. The song is unbelievably good. Riverdance going into Two Hands to Heaven is so good. Like the transition into that, great. Tyrant is a great song. When you go from Desert Eagle to Sweet Honey Buckin', the song transitions are so good. The song transitions on this album is very good. Again, Act 1, Renaissance, same thing. The transitions from one song to another just fucking works. I don't know who she hires to do this. I wish I had more inside information on who's sequencing this stuff. I just need more information on how this stuff is going because all of it worked so well. I like the fact that Beyonce is making music that she wants to make as well. Like, you can tell in this album that she's making the stuff that makes her happy. She's making music that works for her and it works for what she wants to do. And I like that. I wish we could champion artists to do that more because we might get more albums like this. Phenomenal. The album is phenomenal, man. Like, I didn't expect to like it because, again, I'm just being honest with you guys. I've never been a Beyonce fan like that. I've never just been like, I got to listen to that new Beyonce. It's only been songs that I've ever liked from Beyonce. I've never just been like, had to listen to stuff. The album's phenomenal, man. I can't say it any clearer or plainer than that. She did a hell of a job with this album, man. I ended up liking way more songs than I thought I would. I'm going to go back and listen to it a second time. The first playthrough was so good, and it just sonically, it's just so the last time I've heard a album this well put together, sounding this sonically great was Donda. Like, say what you want to about Kanye West, say what you want to about his albums, but Donda was one of those albums that sonically I could just hear so much. The production was so crisp. Everything worked so well. And I gotta say, the same thing about this album too. Like, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's gonna get a second time. It's gonna get a second playthrough. And I'm excited to see what happens, what comes from this album. But great job. Can I do it? I guess I need to do it. Fuck, I don't usually do it, but here you go. Okay, that's enough. It's too much. Yeah, Beyonce did her thing on this album. This is hopefully going to be I want more people to listen to this album, and I think she's gonna do great first week numbers. The hardcore fans most definitely are going to be a part of this, but I don't have anything bad to say about it. It might have been 2 songs that I did not like, and that was it. Out of 27 songs? Yeah, ending the album on Amen, like having all of those songs be so, the last 6 songs, the last 5 songs being so up tempo, and then you get to Amen, and I hate to be that guy, but I'm like, how you gonna end the album like that when you just had me like, yo, like, I'm sitting up here, I got my little dance on a little bit. And then Amen comes on and just kills the whole vibe. So, but other than that, that was it. She went on she killed it. She killed it. Everything worked. So I'm asking you guys, take a chance because the album's not what you think it is. I'll tell you that much. It's not what you think it is. It's literally a Beyonce album with sprinkles of country in it. Take it upon yourself to listen to the album. I don't think you'll be disappointed. You're going to find some songs on here you like. But Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, thumbs up. I love it.
The STEM Society. The STEM Society.
So as you guys already know, Universal and TikTok, they're not going to make up. They're not going to be friends anymore. So what does Universal Music Group do? They go do a deal with Spotify. So what I got here, and I got this from Music Business Worldwide, Universal Music Group just announced an expansion, which is called a strategic relationship with Spotify. This is very interesting. So according to UMG and Spotify, they will collaborate on a new promotional and social tools for Universal Music Group artists on the Spotify platform. Sounds very familiar. So the new agreement says with Universal Music Publishing Group, they will enable Spotify to distribute music videos in the US, which UMG said it will enable deeper experiences with songs, artists, and songwriters. Music videos. I remember those things. Universal's expanded deal with Spotify includes music videos and social tools. This comes 2 months after the TikTok lost UMG's catalog due to licensing dispute. Now, what are these social features, these social tools that they're talking about? So they gave us 2 of them. They said artists will be able to share teasers of upcoming music on Spotify to increase engagement with their fans. And they have a feature that allows fans to discover new artists and boost their virality of their new releases. Sounds very familiar to me. So UMG's chairman and CEO, Lucian Grange, this is what he had to say about the situation. Quote, "We're excited to broaden our relationship with Spotify through the introduction of new content offerings and collaborations that will bring deeper social music experiences to the platform." He also went on to say, "We're always striving to expand opportunities for UMG artists and songwriters to elevate engagement with their fans, especially in the introduction of new music and artist-centric initiatives." Spotify has been a committed partner in creating tools that help maximize attribution and fair pay for artists and songwriters, and this demonstrates that win-win partnership between music companies and platforms create an environment where innovation, artist compensation, and next-generation fan experiences can coexist and move the industry forward. You dirty fucking bastard. You had that with a platform that was... You had that. Okay, let me go. He goes on to say, you had that. He goes on to say the forthcoming features will put more power in the hands of the artists and their teams to help them authentically express themselves, efficiently promote their work, and better monetize their art. So you're asking yourself, you're asking me, Cole, what does this mean? Essentially, this is where I'm coming. This is how I'm thinking about this, and you may see it a different way. Who knows? I think they're gonna try to give Spotify the power to be TikTok. Think about it. You're gonna give them music videos. You're gonna be able to, what is it? Artists will be able to share teasers of upcoming music. Teasers, like short form videos. Nigga. They're gonna allow fans to discover new artists and boost the virility of their new releases. I will put the definition of virility right here to show you what the fuck that means. Look, I know the TikTok ban is one of those things that may or may not be coming soon. We don't know yet. It's still up in the air about that whole situation. But turning Spotify into TikTok is something I never thought would happen. So first of all, look, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not a Spotify guy. My subscription is with Tidal. I get credits on Tidal. I actually can get better quality sounds for a cheaper price. Tidal just does what I need it to do, and I appreciate Tidal so much because it's just way better. Now we have the ability to share music that we have, and you can actually open it up on your platform. Like, let's say I'm listening to something on Tidal and I share it with you, and you don't necessarily have Tidal. If you open it, you can open it up on Spotify or Apple Music, stuff like that. I think that's fucking genius. Like, it's great. So we don't have to have this back and forth conversation. But anyway, for you guys to have to go through, like, I don't know if people want TikTok on Spotify. I don't know if that even makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, it sounds kind of stupid in theory, if you ask me. I don't think that people want to have a TikTok experience on their streaming service. And if that's the case, maybe I'm just need to step back and shut my ass up. But at the end of the day, you go to TikTok to see more than just music situations. Like it's a whole, I don't know, man. I used to be very, what's the word? I used to be apprehensive about TikTok. And then I started getting on TikTok more and more, understanding what it's for and what it's doing for people. And I was like, yo, this is actually pretty fucking good. Again, I keep saying it's music. It's a new version of music discovery that we didn't have before. Once these companies, because these companies have been in bed with Spotify before, once they start getting more in the bed with these niggas, I'm telling you right now, they're going to force feed you artists that you don't want to deal with. I'm telling you right now. It's just not going. I don't think this deal is pretty. I don't think it's a situation that's going to help anybody learn more about artists outside of a certain spectrum, especially if you're dealing with Universal Music Group. I just don't think that this is going to open up the expectations of learning more about new and up and coming artists, and you're not going to learn about new independent artists this way. This is going to be something that's going to be force fed. If you don't think that Universal is not going to take advantage of pushing artists that they feel like you need to listen to, or you're not going, or listening to the same type of music on a regular basis, you are wrong. They are going to use this to their advantage. And it's sad because Spotify is being manipulated through this whole situation. I think Spotify looks at this as a good deal, but at the end of the day, they're getting screwed. They're going to get fucked, and they're going to get fucked for a check. Plain and simple. And I don't think Spotify cares because, let's be honest, they haven't been doing that great. I mean, they had to shut down a whole, their podcasting wing, and they're trying to focus back on music. If you guys don't remember, maybe 2-3 years ago, they were focusing more on podcasts than anything else. Yeah, they were going to keep the music, but this podcast thing was going to take off, and this was going to be their bag for a little while until they realized they were paying the wrong people, and those people didn't even produce what they asked for. So now you want to get in bed with UMG and turn yourself into TikTok, essentially. I don't see it going any other way. Is this going to be a good thing? I don't know. Is this something that I would want out of my streaming service? Hell no. Who wants that? Who wants to have their streaming service turned into TikTok? If I want to go to a social media site and see the shit like that, I'll go to Instagram or TikTok. I don't want to do that with my streaming service. But then again, some people may see it from a point of view of, hey, everything's all in one place. Why not? So we'll see. I thought this was important because, again, if UMG didn't get off their high horse and make the deal that they should have made with TikTok, things would have been okay. But I know everybody's saying, well, TikTok might get banned. I seriously feel like TikTok is going to live through this. I don't think they're going to get banned anytime soon. That's just a feeling I got. I could be wrong, but we'll see. At the end of the day, let me know. I'm going to ask you guys. You can tell me in the comments. What do you think? Do you feel like Spotify should turn into TikTok? Do you think that should be more of a social media? I'm not going to say social media, but do you want to see this type of stuff that they're going to try to do? Like the teasers for videos and push certain artists in your face? Like, is that what you want to see? Let me know in the comments. Tell me in the comments what you think. If you haven't listened to my takes on Diddy, go back and listen to the episode called Is This the End? It's audio only. It's on Spotify and it's on Apple Podcasts. All your DSPs, to be honest with you. Go back and listen to that. I don't want to dig any more into that because I want more information. I wanted to bring this story up because it's interesting. So this is about Lizzo, and she's talking about quitting music. I'm going to read the story that I got from Hip Hop DX. It says, on Friday, Lizzo shared a candid message on Instagram opening up about her personal struggles she's facing. The challenges that have led to a difficult decision for her to leave music or the music industry. Here's the quote. I actually have the post. I'm getting tired of putting up with getting dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy, and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of every joke every single time because of how I look. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespect my name. I didn't sign up for this shit. I quit. I brought this to the show because there are people who get frustrated with the music industry. Clearly, this probably comes from the whole Candace Owens, Joe Budden talk about Lizzo and her incident that happened. Well, I don't even call it an incident. Her showing her ass at a Laker game. Let me just go ahead and keep it a whole buck with y'all. And I'm pretty sure this has a lot to do with her situation. Like, do you guys remember the sexual harassment situation that's hasn't been cleared up yet? I think that's still going on. I think that's still an open case. And I think it's a lot of shit like that that's pushing her away. Suck it up. I know, not very sensitive. You can't be. I think there are a ton of people who would kill to be in her situation right now. Like, Lizzo is a Grammy Award winner. Yeah, like, you have made a ton of music. You've made money off of this music. You've moved in a particular area. You're on a certain level in music right now. For you to want to quit music because people are hating on you or dogging you out, welcome to the music industry. Hell, welcome to entertainment. It's just one of those things, man, where people are going to talk shit about you because you're one of those people who are winning out here. There's millions of people who would kill to be in your place. I get so upset with artists who don't know how to take situations like this and put it into music. That's where you get your therapy at, on top of paying for one, of course. But your therapy comes from putting this back into your music, into making something beautiful out of a whole messy situation. You've hit like highs. I'm pretty sure you checked off a lot of boxes when it came to what your career would be. You got a lot more left. I don't know why leaving the industry and quitting is how that's going to help anything. Now, this side of my brain says rollout city. Like, and I know everything can't be a rollout, but none of it makes sense. And on top of that, turn your goddamn social media off. Stop. When are you artists going to learn to turn your comments off? When are y'all going to learn how to stop looking at certain situations? It's going to happen because you are famous. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying you should expect this. It's one of those things that come with success. Nobody successful that I know has ever not felt the wrath of anybody out here in the public. It comes with the territory, and it sucks. It's stupid. You should hate it. But as a musician and as somebody who can create, you should take that, all of that energy that you were putting into quitting and getting out of the industry, and put it in a fucking album and shut the fuck up. Like, writing this post does nothing. It don't do shit. But people you know what it's going to give you? Fake sympathy. The only thing people are going to do is fake sympathize with you. That's all it is. Do you want to be cuddled and coddled? And I'm not saying, I'm most definitely not saying take it on the chin I'm saying shut your social media down for a little bit. Get off of the internet. Touch grass. Hey, touch grass. Do something outside of reading every fucking thing that they put out about you. People are literally doing any and everything to get to the spot that you're at. And you sit up here and just say, well, I'm just going to quit. Which I've seen artists quit music before and come right back. So this is nothing new. But y'all got to chill out with this, man. You have a tool and you have the means and material to be able to make music from something that is supposedly a tragedy in your life or something that I can't tell you how to feel. And maybe you need to sit back and get into your feelings a little bit and do what you do to do self-care and get past this. But when you put out a post saying, yo, I didn't sign up for this shit, I quit. One, you're wrong because you did sign up for this shit. When you sign up to do music, when you sign up to be a celebrity, you sign up for fame, this is what comes with it. It happens to all of them. Even your fave Beyonce gets a lot of shit. And for you to just say, well, I want to quit. Why? Stop taking it. Look, you made some mistakes in the past, and they are continuously biting you. God damn it, I had to make the pun. They're biting you in the ass right now. We don't know what's happening with the sexual harassment thing still. We know you showed your ass at a Laker game a long time ago, and it's still haunting you. But if you can't sit down with these people, or if you can't take the time out to just put it in your art, what are you doing it for? You just gonna get in the game, make a little bit of money, get a little bit, couple Grammys, and then get the fuck out because you didn't sign up for it or you ain't built for it. Your team around you should most definitely help you get past these things and get over it. Suck it the fuck up and make the music you know you can make. And I'm only telling you this because I feel like you're super talented and you're way more than showing your ass at the Laker game, or you're way more than just a plump girl. You're more than that. And if you don't see that by now, or if you don't understand how talented and gifted you are, hey, maybe music or the industry ain't for you. Go, UPS is hiring, and they pay pretty fucking good. So do that. I just get tired of artists doing the same shit, man. And I think sometimes it comes off as getting coddled or wanting to be coddled by people who you don't even know. Your team should be taking care of you. Your team should be looking out for you, and your team should make sure you don't want to feel like you got to quit. That's all it is. Having strong people on your team will make sure this don't come out. And again, I'm going to feel really stupid if this is fake and it's just a rollout. But I'm taking it for what I think it's worth, which is somebody who is not feeling the industry, not feeling good about what's going on, and her being the... no pun intended, but being the butt of all the jokes. Let it go. Get your self-care on. Do your 30 days worth of self-care. Feel better about yourself and get back out there and make music. You got way more to do.
The STEM Society.
Said my mind is racing, yeah. I'm off the shits, why these niggas be hating, yeah. Ain't that a bitch, no, my life's so crazy, huh? It got me sick, half my niggas is gone, homie. We used to be thick, we took an L with Veil and looked locked in the cell. I swear life for a straight nigga gotta be hell. But fuck it, came a long way from trapping out the bando. If Ram needs something, do anything he asks
The
for.
STEM Society.
Put it on the line, slip my mask on. Police knocking at the door, but it's trap gone. But it should never come to that, cause I got
Artist to watch.
My artist to watch this week, his name is Sainte. He's a rapper out of the UK, and he is the UK version of Larry June. I kid you not. Nigga is hella laid back. Very West Coast feeling UK artist. I know that is a crazy sentence to say, but it's the truth. This dude has a lot of West Coast influence in him. He's super, super laid back. He's chill. I love the vibes. I love his vibes. I love his album. I've been listening to him since 2022. He had an album called Vacation that came out. He had a song. The song that caught me was the song called Compare. And I don't know if I played it on this show before. I might have, maybe I didn't. But man, he just dropped a new album. His album's called Still Local. And I think he dropped it this past weekend. Sainte is a great artist. He's an artist to watch. I think he's one of those dudes in the UK that gets a lot. I don't know. I wish I could be in the UK to actually ask more people about Sainte because I really enjoy his music. The positive feel and the vibes, his cocky attitude when he rhymes, all of this shit, man, just makes me enjoy Sainte. when I seen that he dropped a new album, I made sure I was going to listen to it. I actually listened to it this morning. And man, it's just more of the same. Chill vibes, positive attitude, motivation music. It's great. Like, it is great. He has a producer that he's been long time collaborating with. His name is BB. BB's solid on the production. He actually has done some production for, if I'm not mistaken, Bossman D-Lo and YG Tech. Those two artists. Bossman D-Lo just dropped an album not too long ago too. I think BB did some productions on there. But at the end of the day, man, I want you guys to take time out to listen to Sainte. He is a phenomenal artist out of the UK. You know I'm always in my UK bag, but take time out to listen to this guy. He's unbelievable. If you like Larry June, if you like the West Coast vibes with a UK twist to it, which, again, I don't know how that happens, but that's how it is. Take time out to go listen to Sainte. You won't be disappointed. I would say go back and listen to his Vacation album first if you want to get started. He's got way more before that, but that's where I got started, and that's how I got hooked. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description. Make sure you guys go follow him. Make sure you go listen to his music. I most definitely want to interview him. I want to put him on the STEM Society because I just think he's a phenomenal artist, man. He's great. Go give him a listen. Sainte. And the new album is called Still Local. You'll enjoy it. Well, it's time. My time is up, man. I don't have nothing else for you guys today. I appreciate everybody showing up yet again. Thank you guys also for listening to an audio form on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. I'll make sure I put the links in the description. I think a lot of people don't even know about that, so I'm going to start putting those links in the description as well. This YouTube thing, man, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get everything together, so you got to kind of grow with me, man. Speaking of growing, have you joined the society? Have you become a member of the STEM Society? It's real easy to do. All you have to do is subscribe to the B1K radio channel, and you can be a part of the society. Join the society. Be a part of something special. Whatever you can do to break these algorithm chains, I would most appreciate it. I really need you guys to do that. Join the society. Grow this thing. Be a part of something special. Thank you guys for joining me again. I will catch you guys on Wednesday. Peace out.
The STEM Society.
Yeah. I don't sweat a text. My life is a text. Takes a little effort, makes a lot of stress. Supposed to be this way. Who could lead the way? Them shades a couple K's. We don't see the same. Do I need a name? Do we flee from fame? Now that's a cold case. And see the same. You supposed to be the king. Let me see your wings. Spread the gospel, God, and let sweeter ring.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.